I'm delighted to be here with you today as we mark this significant milestone in our collective response to one of the most significant challenges for us, and one of the most significant challenges of our time, climate change. And I suppose just today, we were officially launching, as Cathaoirleach has said, the Tullamore Decarbonising Zone, a flagship initiative under Offaly's Climate Action Plan 2024 to 2029. This is not just the launch of a plan or a project. It signals really, I suppose, the launch signals our commitment and significant commitment in leadership in climate action at a local level. And I suppose at that local level, we want to activate and support communities and businesses in their decarbonising journey. And you will hear from a wide range of speakers today, including a number of Offaly County Council senior management in relation to some of those initiatives and some of the supports that are available both to communities and to businesses in decarbonising their own in their own communities or their with their employees and employment. So I suppose this vision for Tullamore is to become a national model, a leader for decarbonisation, for community engagement and for innovation in climate change. Our climate action plan sets out very ambitious, legally binding targets to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 51% and to increase energy efficiency by 50% by the year 2030. 2030 being the government's target year for reducing all of the emissions and increasing energy efficiency for the whole country. So they're very challenging goals and we're doing our very best to meet them, but they are the foundation for a sustainable future for the whole county, for the country, but also for all of our future generations. Tullamore has been designated, as Cathaoirleach has said, as Offaly's decarbonising zone and will be a test bed for what is possible in decarbonisation. And I suppose Offaly in particular, as the Cathaoirleach has referred to, has had a significant transition from brown to green energy. And Offaly would consider itself a leader in terms of renewable energy development and has really done a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of renewable energy within the county. So I suppose, and a tribute to that is also to our elected members who had the foresight to see, I suppose, in our county development plan in 2009, that we would need that transition. It came a lot quicker than people thought, but we have now been in a position to transition significantly, with Offaly being the fourth highest in wind production in the country at the moment. So with regard to Tullamore and the decarbonising zone, that Tullamore spatial area will be where we will bring climate mitigation, adaptation, biodiversity, and all of that together in a coordinated, community-driven way. And I suppose it's here that we will pilot solutions that can be scaled up across Offaly, but also further afield. And in preparation for this work, we undertook a detailed baseline emission inventory, which was carried out by KPMG on behalf of Offaly County Council. I suppose the findings in that are that the largest sources of emissions were the commercial and public sectors, residential heating and transport. The data gives us not only a starting point, but it also gives us that roadmap for where we need to change and how we might try to incorporate some of those into the immediate action plans that we can do. Our strategic response is already taking shape, and Offaly County Council, together with our community partners, is investing in a wide range of programmes, and the Cathaoirleach mentioned one or two of them. But the Tullamore Wetlands project in particular, developed in partnership with a number of stakeholders, including Tullamore Tidy Towns, LawPro, etc. That's an excellent example of adaptation in action. It improves biodiversity, water quality and local flood resilience right in the heart of the town. I think that really the Energy Cloud Project initiative, we've also signed up to that, and people will have seen the launch of that a number of months ago in relation to providing free energy to houses where there is a surplus in that particular social enterprise project. The Community Climate Action Fund in Offaly has supported and empowered 19 community groups. There was an award of €444,000 in funding, and that covers sporting clubs, youth organisations and really, I suppose, enabling them to take direct climate action through retrofitting, energy awareness and waste reduction in their own communities. And we'll hear from some of the sporting clubs later on as well in the agenda. So one of the other programmes that's very, I suppose, prevalent across Offaly is the Active Travel programme, providing really a significant product for people to walk, cycle, use today, walking bus to schools, etc., and promoting healthier lifestyles. And we've recently launched the extension to the Tullamore Greenway, and that's encouraging both visitors and residents to walk, cycle, and use that outdoor recreation space. We're working very closely as well with sustainable energy communities and local businesses to enhance building efficiency, improving energy sourcing, and supporting low carbon enterprise. And Offaly County Council itself has signed up to the Pathfinder project with SAAI support, which will see us developing 2 of our buildings and trying to reduce emissions and improve energy efficiency, both in our own county buildings, but also in the Oral Leisure Centre here in Tullamore. Our partnership with the ESB and the Tullamore Show will demonstrate how green hydrogen can be used to power the sustainability village. So if any of you are at the Tullamore Show this year, please visit that. It will show how you can use green energy and green hydrogen to actually power the village. And it's a cutting-edge demonstration project. It's the first of its kind, reflecting our long-standing commitment again in Offaly to green energy and green energy production. The GZ will also help us to develop additional benefits. It will help us improve air quality. It will enhance biodiversity, and our biodiversity officer will be talking later on in the morning. We recently launched our biodiversity action plan here a couple of months ago as well. So all of the pieces of the jigsaw are coming together on this at the moment. But that will also, the additional benefits will also help that reduce fuel poverty, and that Energy Cloud project will help that. It will enhance local employment and also stronger community resilience. So the lessons learned here will inform us as to how we might retrofit our housing stock, electrify our transport systems, and also protect our natural environment. And our own fleet in Offaly County Council is currently running on hydrogenated vegetable oil, so it's all converted to green energy currently. Now, I also want to acknowledge as well, Una's here with us today, and a particular thanks to Una for joining us today. And I know she's a very busy schedule, but I also want to recognise the ongoing support of the Department of Climate, Energy and the Environment, also the South East Energy Agency, and our regional partners at Carrow. And I know Brita's here today as well with us. So thanks to all of them for the support that they're providing and the advice that they're providing as we go through this particular journey and this transition. I suppose in particular, the establishment of the Decarbonising Zones Advisory Group, that gives us a vital cross-sectoral insight as well, and the strategic alignment with that national climate policy, which is very important to ensure that we are actually feeding into that policy and that we're complying with it. But most importantly, the success of the decarbonising zone depends not only on data or design, but on people. And I'll reiterate what the Cathaoirleach said earlier. We need everybody on board to help us to get to this, to transition to green energy and to be climate, I suppose, climate right. We need residents, we need schools, we need local businesses, we need the sporting clubs, we need the community organisations. So you all have a role to play along with ourselves in this. So whether it's insulating a home, whether it's planting trees, whether it's carpooling, whether it's cycling or walking, or whether it is just simply raising awareness through our schools programmes, etc. And you will see some of our Green Schools initiatives down there. Caroline Clancy, our environmental awareness officer, is here today as well. So every single action will count along the way. And I suppose just in terms of the Offaly County Council and as Chief Executive, I suppose I see the decarbonising zone not only as a mechanism for meeting targets, but it's a catalyst for transformation for the county, one that will support economic opportunity, environmental stewardship, which I think is critical, but also social equity. And it's very important that everybody comes on this together and that everybody is brought along with us. So I suppose let us continue to do this with ambition and in collaboration with all of the relevant stakeholders and with purpose. And I suppose really just to say that it's a collaborative effort from everybody, and we want to see everybody joining with us in it. So thank you very much to the Cathaoirleach for launching the decarbonising zone for Tullamore today. It just leaves me to acknowledge our own team under the leadership of our Director of Services, Paul McLaughlin, who will be speaking to you at the end of the agenda today, and to all of the team for organising the events today. Thank you very much, our Climate Action team, who are all here. And Thank you.